Hi everyone, Helen Blunden here at Activate Learn on Twitter. It is time for another, I was going to say book review, but it is not a book review this time round. It is a video about something that I am working on that I thought I would share because it might be of interest to people out there. Some of you might know that I work for a company. I work 3 days a week, Monday through to Wednesday, for Adopt and Embrace, and I love the work. And one of the things that we do as a company, we are a virtual and remote team. And every month or so, we have an online teamwork, social, fun type of activity. Now, given that much of all of our work is pretty much delivered online through tools like Microsoft Teams and all the other Microsoft products, we have to communicate via Microsoft Teams. And that means doing our fun teamwork, social activities all online. And one of the things that we all, I guess, are responsible to do is that we all have this kind of role that every month or so, one of us has to run the team activity. And guess what? In March, it'll be me. And so one of the things I thought was if you go online and do an internet search on teamwork activities or social activities in online or on Zoom or whatever online platform you're going to use, you're going to get a whole heap of different activities. I mean, COVID has literally flipped the entire model, something that I used to struggle with trying to get people to understand the value of online collaboration. Now it's not a problem, but many organizations are doing their fun social activities also online. Anyway, what is the activity that I'm going to be doing in March? I thought long and hard about it, and I could have done an internet search to kind of pluck something that is out there already, and I would not be surprised if this activity that I've just simply come up, I needed something very quick to do, but something also that was quite aligned to what I love as well, which is books. And so I thought I'm going to share what my activity is going to be. And, it might be of interest to some people out there. It might not. Or you might even have a better activity or a better idea for you to share to me so then I can go and do it. So what is the idea? The very first thing is I'm going to show a little video, a little graphic animation of, the title of my teamwork activity, which is probably something like, I love great books and I cannot lie, after that kind of song, which I don't even know what song it is. This might frighten my colleagues. I have no idea. Certainly this animation is frightening to me because there's a whole heap of graphs and algebra coming out of this book. Now, that is not a type of book I want to read, not certainly about mathematics. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to show a PowerPoint presentation. This PowerPoint presentation has various titles, and it's going to be on, the books that you love, the books that you don't like, and so forth, which I'll show you here. But I have sent a Microsoft form to my colleagues. Now, for those of you who might say, what on earth, Helen, is a Microsoft form? That just sounds horrendous. Well, it's really an online survey. If you have used SurveyMonkey, if you've used some other kind of type form or some other kind of quiz poll, well, it's just Microsoft's version of a survey tool. So I've put the different questions about, tell me about a book that you love. Tell me that a book that you hate's such a strong word, isn't it? Well, don't like. Tell me a book that has changed your life, and tell me a book that you had wished you had written. And the whole idea here is to, through this survey tool, capture the results from my colleagues. And then what I'll do is I'm going to create those little graphics. I'm going to get online and take little screen captures of the book titles that they had sent to me. And then we're going to guess each other's books, aren't we? And hopefully we might have a laugh. Hopefully we might see books that we want to read ourselves. Hopefully we might find something that we didn't know about our colleagues. And at the end of it, ultimately, I just want to create a book list of things that my colleagues have read. So the last question, though, it is a question that has had me stumped. And I'm still thinking about it. And so I would even ask this question to you. If you had to write a book, what would be the title? What would be the book about? And this has been doing my head in because for the last few days, I've been thinking, well, shit, Helen, sorry, I swore. Um, what would your book be about? If you had to write a book, hang on, I've written a book. I haven't written it myself. I wrote it with colleagues. Here you go, Microsoft Teams, a manager's guide to communication, collaboration, coordination with Microsoft Teams. Now, if you didn't have to write a book about Microsoft Teams, what would you write about? See, this is the question I've been really thinking, and I don't know. Someone once said that we all have a book in us. I don't think I have a book in me. I have no idea what I have in me. But, okay, before I go on to the... I'm just ranting now. Okay, let me show you something else that I am going to do. Go to webcam. Oh, no, webcams. Oh, I'm trying to learn this new OBS thing. It's all too hard sometimes. Right, okay. You're probably asking, what are the books you love? I'll just show you what they are. Okay, the very first thing is the book that I love, a book that I've obsessed over, a book that I wished I had written, and a book that had changed my life has been The Catcher in the Rye. And I know this book is actually one that many people go, what? I hated that book. See, someone here said, I hate Holden Court. I don't know how this guy can hate Catcher in the Rye phony. Who is this person? Bloody hell. Some people. Anyway, The Catcher in the Rye. That for me is a book that I love. Another one is Invisible Cities by, I was going to say Umberto Eco. It's actually Italo Calvino. This is a beautiful book, and I have done a review of it on my YouTube channel. Such a beautiful, lovely book, quite mesmerizing. That's another one I love. I don't know whether it's changed my life, but it's certainly been one that I've loved and I wish I had written. Another one that I really adore was growing up was A Magic Faraway Tree. I don't know, I can't tell you how much these Enid Blyton books were pretty much so, I guess, helpful, so wonderful for me in my childhood. Just loved it. See, this is the book I had, the blue one. Anyway, another one is A.B. Facey, Our Fortunate Life. A.B. Facey, an Australian. Love this book. And this is a book that, it's the only book that I've given out so many times as a gift. I've bought it around 5 times and given it out to 5 different people. Such a wonderful, wonderful book. So these are the books that I have loved. But the ones I don't like, not exactly hate, but just don't like, is this one. Umberto Eco's The Name of the Rose. In particular, the very first chapters. See, this is the book that I have. I didn't even do a review on it simply because it kind of stumped me so much. I need to see the movie. Apparently the movie is something else. But the book, I must admit, I struggled with simply because of the heavy reference to medieval times, Catholic law. Is it law as in Lore? Catholicism. I just didn't get it. But some bits were not bad. But, oh my God, it was tedious. Anyway, that's the books that I love, hate, wished I'd written, changed my life. And I thought I'd share this little activity that we'll be doing later on this month. I'll let you know how we go. If this is something that you might like to do as a teamwork activity for your company, go wild. But if you've got any ideas of how I could improve on it, let me know. I think it'd be interesting to try and capture everyone's books and then try and guess which ones relate to certain people. I might be pleasantly surprised. And now that I've kind of put it on YouTube, I just know my colleagues will know what my ones are.